Hi boys and girls, in today's lesson we're going to talk about duration and we're going to describe how long things will take. So we'll use words such as short and long, but we'll also start talking about it would take hours, or it would take a week or weeks, it would take months or a month, or it might take a year. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I have some images here of different things that we do. Clean our teeth, go in an aeroplane. Now this one we're going to talk about going to a different country on the other side of the world. Watching a movie, winter, or making some toast. So I want to sort these pictures into whether they take a short amount of time or a long amount of time. So cleaning your teeth. Is it short or a long? It's a short amount of time. What about on an aeroplane to another country that's on the other side of the world? That would take a long time. What about watching a movie? Yeah, it's not. It's sort of in the middle, isn't it? What about winter? That's definitely a long time. So remember, that's a few months. And making toast, that's short. Okay, now we're going to go a little bit deeper and we're going to look at these things that we do and we're going to describe how long they take, so the duration of them, using that language of hours, weeks or months. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so you can see I've put a few new ones in as well. So this one here is a day at school. Would we describe that with hours, days, weeks or months? So a day at school. That's right, a day at school is 5 or 6 hours, so it would fit under hours. Okay, what about being on a plane to the other side of the world? It depends where you're going. So sometimes it could take hours. Sometimes, because you have to stop a lot, it might take a couple of days to get somewhere. So I'm going to put it under hours. But remember that sometimes with all the stopping and getting on different planes, it might fit into days as well. All right, let's have a look at, filling a pool, so a pool that's empty with water. How do you think we would describe the duration of that? It would take hours, wouldn't it? What about baking, not just an ordinary cake, but a fancy cake with all of this special icing on it? How do you think we would describe the duration of that? Yes, it would take hours. All right, what about building a house? It definitely wouldn't take hours. It wouldn't take a couple of days. It wouldn't take a couple of weeks. It would take months to build. All right, what about winter? Yes, we know winter lasts a couple of months. And what about growing a plant? So from a seed to a flower. Yes, that would take weeks, sometimes even months, depending on the flower. If you think about our school veggie garden and how long it took to see some things grow and change there, it was a couple of weeks before we noticed the difference. Okay, now we're going to start ordering events by duration. So that means by how long they take to do, we're going to put them in order. So we might start with the things that will take the least amount of time, ordering them up to the things that take the most amount of time. Okay, so looking at our pictures here, we've got winter, baking a fancy cake, filling a pool with water, making some toast, or cleaning our teeth. So which one would be the shortest amount of time? Which one would have the least duration? Cleaning teeth. So that would go first. What would come next? Would it be winter, baking a cake, filling a pool, or making toast? I'm going to go making toast because I know that takes only a couple of minutes. Okay. Winter. I know winter takes a couple of months, so I'm going to put it down near the end somewhere. Baking a cake takes some hours, so it'll take longer than making toast, but not as long as winter. And filling a pool. Filling a pool that was empty would take longer than making a fancy cake, but wouldn't take all of winter to fill a pool. So here I have ordered events from what would take the least amount of time to what would take the most amount of time. All right, guys, head on back over to the wiki where you'll check out your practice task for comparing duration.